The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. We only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
At the 29-yard line.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that one too wide and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the #1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
Jaguars, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguars.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
8-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 9 carries, 59 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Z fought in and got him down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Burrow on play action.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's another Bengals first down. First down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll drop the throw.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The handoff running left is ETN.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for our Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They've just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
As we say often, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne,
His 1st touchdown of the new season.
and the Jaguars are able to move back in front.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Bengals 7.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
At the 32-yard line.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Working to put a drive together.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he is caught by Hunter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Etienne up the middle.
Ooh, with a juke. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. That went out wide and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Burrow looking to pass.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts
That's a gain of
as
6.
they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's the one NFL coach turned his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now.
Our
Here's
tour
Scott
around
Hansen.
the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Noah Brown. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. The Commanders are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in the first half, as evidenced by this play right here. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Steelers looking for a 2-0 start. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Patriots with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They go play action with Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Myers in motion right. Now Lawrence.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
It's a gain 2.
Give him 2 on the play there. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
ETN going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, That blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jaguars.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing it?
Under pressure, they got him again.
Josh Hines-Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
3rd down and 16.
Draw play, ETN.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Bengals first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete. It's Mitchell Tinsley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Rashard Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
In motion right is Thomas.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Lawrence will throw. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. Got a man, that's Hunter.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big, big score.
Here's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
First down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.